Hello everybody, and hope everyone is safe and healthy. Welcome to another shave video. So today will be the the last shave of the above the Art of Shaving Sandalwood is sandalwood, and see, as you can see, yeah, there it is. That's enough for one last shave, maybe two, but it's going to be one. And of course, I'll be using the bowl, not the bowl, but the container, and I will be tossing it into the recycle bin when I'm done. Now, as for the art of shaving, their sandalwood, I like the scent. If you like let's call it more powdery sandalwood scent, then you'll like this. Because there are some sandalwood scent that's more woodsy. This one's more on the powdery side, so let me get it lathered up. So this video might go about 10 minutes extra, only because I'm doing the lathering part. And of course I'm using a Omega. Of course I'm running the water to get it hot, get the brush nice and hot. There we go. 3 shake. Omega 20 millimeter brush. Only because I'm using this, it's not very big. And if I'm using a small, I thought about just scooping it all out, sticking it in a bowl. But then I figured, you know what, I'll use the container just in case I get one more shave out of it. Yeah, and since I've had this for so long, for years, the soap, that's not a soap, it's actually a shaving cream, but the cream has kind of dried out to a crope, and that's happened with a few of my shaving creams, especially the one that's in a container. The one that's in like a tube, those are still in the shaving cream form, but the ones that are like in containers have actually turned into cropes. Well, yeah, I don't think this container is going to be able to hold. Let's see here. Yeah, as you can see, it's coming along nicely. Yeah, the art of shaving used to be their own, I guess, their own company. And then they were bought up by Procter and Gamble, and yeah, I should have stuck this in a bowl. I probably still could. Just have to stop the video and see here. Yeah, as you can see, there's nice thick lather already, and yeah, that's what is in the. Now, if you're going to face lather, this would be the method you can use, because for face lather you just whisk the brush in the shaving cream about 3 or 4 times, then stick it on your face, and then you lather it on your face. Yeah, because this container it's not big enough. It's all of the shaving cream is like flowing off the side. All right, so let me. Brush it off. Yeah, either way, even if there's still a little bit of soap left in this, I'm gonna toss it. But I do like, as I mentioned, I do like the sandalwood scent. That it is a more powdery scent. Yeah, and I will be using my Japanese Kamasuri. It's and I did remember to stroke it this time. Yeah, and if I spend, $200 on a straight razor, it's probably going to be a Japanese Kamasuri. One, because I can use it with one hand on both sides of my face. Because the traditional Western style straight razor, when I'm on this side of my face, because I'm using my right hand, because my left hand's kind of index finger's all messed up, it feels weird. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, I was finally able to get a haircut. Like I say, here in Texas, we are reopened. Barbershops and salons were barbershops and salons and nail salons were all allowed to reopen last Friday. All right, it's gonna be against with the grain. Yes, and a lot of folks have been saying, "Hey, your angle's too, your angle's too far out." So I've been like mentally telling myself, "Hey, hold it up," you know. Right. Yeah, because I have been practicing also with the other straight razors, but I always come back to the Japanese commissary. And prices of food has actually gone up. We're talking about meats, vegetables, and fruit. Well, and the thing is, of course, red states, like here in Texas, we are reopened. Our farmers and our ranchers are like, hey, we got livestock, we got fruits and vegetables ready to ship. The problem is the processing plants, especially for livestock. The uh, 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 you know, well, that spot's real tough. Yeah, I couldn't get that to cut. Maybe across the grain will get it. Now, the person I bought this from was over in England, and I guess he's a bladesmith. And of course, if I want it rehoned, professionally rehoned, I can ship it back to him. Uh, then, and of course, I've also been using my, I don't know, it was not a shavette, the straight razor that uses the DE razors, and of course those are freaking sharp. You don't have to worry, you don't have to worry about honing. You don't have to worry about stroping. But of course these, if shit hits the fan, and that's all you got. And of course, I've been looking into like things you could use as for shaving soap. And yeah, you can use regular. Across the grain. Yes, and you can use regular old, I guess bathing soap. Let's see here. Yeah, it's really hard down here. Yeah, I might have to use. There you go. Get that on the chin line. All right, so. All right. So yes, so as I was mentioning, yes, the producers. Of course, we do have some processing plants here in Texas, but of course, you need to have the processing plants in the blue states to open up also to get all of the meats and you get all the vegetables and stuff out to the market. Yeah, I got a sharp chin, so. I want to go down again. Yeah, we all have differently shaped face, which is a good thing. Normally here, if I try to go across, I don't know, because that's the way my chin is shaped, I just go down. Slightly puff. What I do is I slightly puff my upper lip. Not too much, because too much, it actually, the razor will actually tend to kind of dig. All right, and for the third pass, I'm going to use a DE razor. Let's rinse off. It's not that bad. Could be better. Yeah, the sides here are still very. Like I say, if I use the like the Parker. Like the Parker DE razor or the Parker safety razor that uses the DE blades is actually I normally just do 2 pass. Sometimes I'll try to do a third against the grain, which really isn't against the grain. And but I'm going to keep practicing. I should do it more often, but here we go. I'm using the Rockwell, and I'm using base plate 6. So yeah, so eventually, hopefully, you guys in the blue states jump on and open up. We are past flu season, by the way. Flu season is gone. It's you know, at least here in the South or in Texas, you know, we are about 90 degrees every day, sun shining, nice and hot. Okay. All right, let me do the, let me rinse off and then do the not necessary pass, but if you want to, I know some of you guys probably do, but just to get that, you know, one last little bit of, like I said, I really like this sandalwood scent of the Art of Shaving Sandalwood. Now, kind of mentioned, I went to their, we do have one store here at one particular mall that has the Art of Shaving store. And I haven't been there like over a year. But the last time I went, they had some younger guys there. You know, they of course they had them, they had the I guess back, I don't know if it's still popular now, but back then it was popular to wear the 5 o'clock shadow, and there was two guys in there, and they both had the 5 o'clock shadow, and you know, of course they didn't shave, but they did groom. You know, in order to get that 5 o'clock shadow, you still have to groom yourself. But I was like, well, you know, if you're gonna hire someone to be a clerk at a shaving store, you should at least ask them, hey, you know, we'd like for you to shave, look like you're clean shave, because this is a store that sells shaving products. But of course, those guys, they're just there, you know, just for the paycheck, and I don't blame them. You know, I knew more about the art of shaving products than they did. All right, now we're talking. Yep. So I guess while you still can afford, you know, a meat, you know, get out there and, well, don't hoard it, of course. Because because most of our fruits and vegetables, of course, come out of California. You know, and California's talking about they're gonna actually they want to keep the lockdown forever if they could. You know, fining people for going outside. You know, arresting moms for taking their kids to an empty playground. Yeah, still a little bit of, yeah. Could, nah, I'm not. And of course, you got people, you know, in places like California and the other blue states who are they call them the anti-lockdown. See, anti-lockdown protesters, and those guys have every right to protest. It's been like 2 months and a half now. It's going on almost, actually at the end of May it'll be 3 months, and let me get. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and do my post shave. And yes, as now you got doctors coming out saying, hey, you know what? No, coronavirus isn't any more deadly than your common flu. We're past the flu season, so there's really no need, you know, to be locking people down, telling people to stay home, telling businesses to close, because as you're seeing it, prices of food, meats, vegetables, and stuff are going up. After that, it's gonna be bread and milk's gonna go up. Canned food's gonna go up because the company that makes canned food, like what's their name? Right, they use fruits and vegetables, and if that stuff is sitting out in the field, the cows and pigs, are out in the fields and not going to the processing plant, everything's going to go up. And of course, if you're one of the liberal elites who's got $50 million in the bank, paying, for those guys paying $10 for bread, paying $15, $20 for a gallon of milk, to them that's nothing. But to us folks, yeah, that's going to cut into your buying power. Let's see here. All right, well that's it. I definitely recommend this St. Clair's witch hazel. It is unscented, non-alcohol, so it has no alcohol in it, and is unscented. The alcohol-free toner has aloe vera in it. Let's see what else. The back is all natural. Yeah. Okay. And it's got ingredient here, water. Okay. Aloe. It has a glycerin. Okay. Organic. Okay, made from certified organic hazel extract, citric acid. But yeah, I really like it. And of course, since it's non-alcoholic, if you happen to nick yourself, or if you got sensitive skin, I think the Thayer's original has alcohol in it, just a little bit. And yeah, if you're thinking of getting into straight razor, and you're like, man, I don't want to mess with the traditional Western style straight razor, give the Japanese Camisori a try, or just go ahead and buy the straight razors, the Western style that uses the DE blades. There are some that uses the full size blades, and then there are some you have to snap it or get a scissor and cut the DE blades in half. And actually, you can buy DE blades that are already cut in half, so you don't have to do it yourself. And end up cutting your hand or something when you're doing that. Let's see here. If you can, and in my opinion, the Art of Shaving is a bit pricey. It's $25, and I know that there are other ones like what's that? The DR Harris, St. James, that are around that price range. What's the other one? Truefit and Hill. Theirs is around the $30 range, but since Art of Shaving has been taken over by since they're no longer considered a artisan type company, because once you get taken over by corporate, maybe when they were an artisan company or a mom and pop company, you can feel like, yeah, okay, I'll pay $25 for the shaving cream because it is an artisan company. They're putting their heart and soul into their product. Once big corp takes over, it's just make as much as you can. Use the cheapest product you can, because bottom line, we're here to make money, and that's my feeling with the shaving creams that's come out from the Art of Shaving ever since Procter & Gamble took them over. It's a let's use the cheapest product, get the most money out of it, and bottom line, we're just gonna worry about the bottom line, and who cares if the product is inferior. So yeah, I mean, if you like sandalwood and you like the more powdery sandalwood scent, yeah, definitely give it a try. I'm not gonna tell you not to buy it. Definitely give it a try. But if you don't, like me, hey, you gave it a try, so okay, I'm done. I'm not rebuying it. This container's going. Of course, my brush ain't going in the trash, but the container going into the recycle bin. And well, that's it. Hopefully, the state that you're in is reopened, and you're allowed to travel around without the state police or local police pulling you over, clubbing you over the head, dragging you off to jail. Yeah, I can drive wherever I want here in Texas. You know, if I have to worry about the police pulling me over and clubbing me over the head. Yeah, there's people walking. There's a park nearby. There's people out there walking, and then no, there's not cops out there, eyeballing people. I don't see any police out at the park, and there's tons of people out there walking around. There's people walking around the neighborhood, and again, there's not police out here patrolling the streets, eyeballing people. Who did I drag in? Who did I club over the head? And again, we are past flu season, so you don't really have to worry. As President Trump says, get out in the sun. UV light kills coronavirus. So does heat. So we got two things here, and I'm going to enjoy. So summer's just around the corner. I'm going to enjoy the heat, and worry about wave 2. Come October, September. We'll see, right? Thank you guys, and until let's see here. That's it. Till next time.